So I thought today I would share with everybody what I think it takes to become a neurosurgeon. There's a lot of people out there posting about, oh, you want to be a neurosurgeon, and some are pretty funny, some are serious. This is going to be pretty straightforward and serious. This isn't going to be a lot of comedy. I think there's 5 things that I'd want to tell anybody who is interested in becoming a neurosurgeon. Number 1, in neurosurgery, you have to understand the patient always comes first. And that's true across medicine, but what I mean about it specifically in neurosurgery is you have to be willing and understand that your life is going to get put on hold because you need to take care of your patient. That might be calling a patient's family member at an hour that's not convenient to you. That might be missing your daughter's recital because a patient's sick and they need you right then. This isn't something where, a patient can, see you next week in the clinic. Often there are situations where they're going to need your care right then. And they're your patient and they're your responsibility. And as a neurosurgeon, you got to be there. So you really have to be comfortable knowing that the patient is number one and above all else. I think if you have that one element down, you could probably do with just 2 or 3 of the rest, but that's critical. You build that in residency where you understand the patient comes first because you see your attendings do it, and you literally have to stop at a moment's notice whatever you're doing and go take care of the acutely ill patient. Number 2, this one's pretty obvious, I think, but maybe put a little spin on it. You got to be able to work hard, right? Not just like work hard, but you got to work hard for long hours with consistency. You have to have your product, your ability, your mind, your thoughtfulness, your clarity of a situation has to be durable. Meaning that right when you get up in the morning, you're ready to go, spinning on all cylinders. And then late in the afternoon, late in the evening, next morning, you've been on call all night, you're still firing on all cylinders. You have to be able to do that. If you're somebody who is not able to really kind of pull that off, you really need a lot of rest. Get some good hours of sleep overnight. Neurosurgery is going to be real tough. It's going to be real tough. Certainly, at least the training, it's going to be real tough. So you definitely have to be somebody who can really be on point and really work real hard and all the time. So that's 2. Number 3, this is more of a principle, I'd say, and this is something that looks really good when you're applying for residencies. A lot of programs are going to be looking for this type of thing. If you start something, you finish it. Okay, not, oh, I was doing this and then, well, we didn't see it through to the end. I was doing this research and, we just didn't get it published. No, it's not gonna fly. You have to finish what you started. You can't just kind of, well, I tried, you really have to follow through. And that's what it shows, is your ability to follow through. That's the whole point really of a CV, is to demonstrate to the people that are evaluating you for residency or whatever it may be, are you able to execute on what you've set out to do? So that's number 3. Number 4, this is a survival tactic as much as it is a principle of survival and or being successful in neurosurgery. If you're going to do something, you do it right the first time. Okay, you don't like say, oh, I think this will be okay, and we'll deal with it later if it's not. Like whether that's surgery or setting up a call schedule or whatever it may be in terms of working with your colleagues or organizing what you need in the OR. You do it right the first time, no matter how painful it is. Like it sometimes really will bear on you that you are going to have to like go the extra mile to do it right that first time. But that's the only way that it's acceptable. You have to, if you do something, do it right the first time. Okay, you don't try and do something and then see how it goes, and then say, "Oh, we'll worry about it later." Especially when you're talking about patients, obviously, because you're talking about somebody's life at this point. And then lastly, I think this is probably well known, not sure, but I'm going to take it into a different realm a little bit. So number 5 is you got to be cool, calm, and collected. Okay, and so typically, as a neurosurgeon, you think about that in the OR, right? So doing a brain aneurysm surgery and the brain aneurysm ruptures on you, that is a moment where you would like to be able to panic, but you cannot. It is not an option at that point. You must remain cool, calm, and collected. Your voice must stay calm and relaxed and very deliberate. So at that point, you're going to tell anesthesia, we have a rupture of the brain aneurysm. Please make sure you're augmenting the patient's blood pressure and get ready to start pressors. Or if you need to get some control, tell anesthesia, get the adenosine, and that will give you a few seconds if you need to stop the heart briefly. And your team all around you will see that you're cool, calm, and collected, and they will remain cool, calm, and collected, even though they don't want to either. And you'll just ask for a larger suction, and you'll ask for an aneurysm clip or the temporary clip, getting to some specifics here that you might not understand yet. But point is, you just stay relaxed and everything will be okay. And your training will then come through you and you'll take care of the situation. Now, the part that's really important that translates to 2024 neurosurgery that might not have existed, certainly not in 1970s, 1980s, and 90s, and even early 2000s. And I see this in some of my older colleagues. You must remain cool, calm, and collected when you are dealing with staff, when you're dealing with administration, when you're dealing with other physicians in the hospital. You can never show that you're agitated, upset, frustrated, or any sort of emotion of that sort. You must be in control. And as a neurosurgeon, you demonstrate control and you'll execute what it is that you need to get accomplished. So those are my tips on how to become or how to be a neurosurgeon, what you need to be able to do to become a neurosurgeon. And if you like this, subscribe to the channel, watch all the other videos. Doing this YouTube channel is ideally going to be something that kind of helps out my staff and my nursing team and tech team in IR and OR. And the more you guys watch these and the more you like them and the more you send it around to others, you're just helping out the team. So we appreciate it, and hopefully something's useful in here. And to all the budding neurosurgeons out there, good luck, and put in the comments any questions you got and things that you want me to talk about, and I'll give it a shot. All right.